Howdy do! So in today's video, I'm going to be talking somewhat briefly about the new dragons that are coming into the mid-season mage update, or the mid-year mage update, or the season 6 midlife crisis. Right. The season of a bunch of comebacks, so to speak, towers being paper thin or not paper thin, depending who you ask. The bounty system giving gold. When you got 6 kills, die, come back, get a 7th kill, die, give more gold. Stuff like that, right? The way the minion waves bounce, all this good stuff. And with these dragons, I feel like on one hand, one of the criticisms about them, and it's not that it's unwarranted, is the whole random chance thing, right? And we all love critical strike after all, so random chance is very welcomed in this game. But on the flip side, I feel like the fact that you can get specific dragons without risking having to fight dragons you don't need anymore, I kind of like. Because if you're a sieging comp, before you had to contest Dragon 1 to get Dragon 2. Dragon 1 might not be a good fight for you because maybe you're not a good team fighting comp, and as such, losing that fight over Dragon 1, which you really didn't need, might put you behind, and now you're not even going to get Dragon 1 to get Dragon 2. On the flip side, if you're a team fighting comp, well, I guess before you just needed Dragon 1 anyway, so that was that. But maybe you have tower destroying champions, you have Azir, you have Jinx, you have Tristana, something like that. So really all you need is to out-rotate your opponent to be able to take these towers down. So you had to get to, I believe it was Dragon 3 before. And again, maybe Dragon 1 and 2 could have been team fights that were just too risky, but you need Dragon 3, so you have to do it. And that might put you too far behind if you lose those fights. I don't exactly know that's factual. I'm just saying these are like certain scenarios, right? Well, now all you have to do if you want to take those towers, get the Earth Dragon, or if you have, again, like a Zero, Jinx, or Triss, or whatever, get the, I believe, Air Dragon, so you can out-rotate your opponent. You don't have to take the risky team fights over dragons to get to the dragon you need now. And in the pro scene, that was okay because they had more coordination, so it was more exciting to watch, of course, because there was going to be more fights. But in playing the game perspective, maybe not so much because your coordination isn't all there. You might be 5 strangers playing the game together, so you don't have that synergy. And maybe whoever you designate as a shot caller who's using pings, they could lag at any moment. And it's not their fault because it's lag. You can't, lag is lag. But at the same time, because they're lagging, they can't ping certain targets. You have different target priority because there's maybe several squishy carries on the team that you want to take out. And just, it could be chaotic that way. So that in-game with yourself, it might not go as clean or be as cool to watch as it would be watching pros because pros are more coordinated. And as such, not having to fight those certain dragons you don't need might be okay, but on the flip side, maybe you do have to at least contest those dragons a little bit because you want the enemy not to have those dragons, in which case then absolutely nothing changes, right? But at the same time, talking about Dragon 5 real quick, it's now the new dragon, or it's Elder Dragon, Dragon 5, the Super Saiyan Dragon, you didn't take any dragons, and now here's Dragon 5 at 35 minutes, which I feel like it's a little bit fair on the grounds that if you're behind, yes, it's technically a free Dragon 5 if it goes uncontested, but you had to wait 35 minutes to begin with, in which case that gives you time to scale like an old Dragon 5 comp might. And at the same time, if you're behind and you're not even, the head team, you getting Dragon 5 might just bring you even, and that ahead team might then just go take Baron, in which case they'll still be ahead. Because if you're getting Dragon 5, you probably can't contest Baron because you're behind. Again, you need Dragon 5. In which case, why not just fight over Baron to begin with anyway? That's all for debate. You can discuss that however you want. I'm not saying anything against or for that. I'm just putting these different scenarios out there, and I just want to hear kind of like people's opinions, to be honest. Like, there's no wrong opinion in my opinion. There's no wrong opinion you could come up with, because again, I'm ignorant. I don't really know very much about these because I haven't played with these dragons in game yet. And I'm just kind of curious to how other people feel about them, because one of the biggest critiques is, again, the whole randomness of it, and like critical chance and how we love that. We love the fact that these dragons can spawn at random, and because depending on your comp, you can't necessarily time when that specific dragon you need comes up. You can just see the symbol of when it's coming, but you don't know. It's like fire dragons always from minute 0 to 6 or whatever, and like air dragons 12 minutes to 18 or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's one of the main criticisms I see, and there's probably others, and there's probably going to be other things that come up. If Dragon 5 ends up being that dragon where that ahead team gets Baron, but you take Dragon 5 and it just puts you so far ahead of them suddenly, I assume there's going to be some balancing issues that are going to come into effect. Mordekaiser? So anyway, feel free to, have a discussion about this, your own opinions. I could definitely be wrong. Like I said, I don't know much, and I'm speaking just off of my initial thoughts. So that is all for this video from me, though. I don't know when the next video is going to be because life is full of a lot of kinks. But until next time, take care. GG, get jinxed.